We're back, everyone. This is the Mega Man Legends 2 Super Replay for Game Informer and Capcom Unity. We're blazing through the game. We actually just did some grinding in the last episode, but now it's time for the final conflict.
Yes.
Round 2, Tim.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I could have done that 4 times and maybe got him on the 4th time, but I don't want to waste my time if I don't have to. I'd rather just get a sealed victory. I'm
your host, Andrew Reiner. That's Tim Turi playing the game. We got Greg Moore here.
Hello.
We've been playing this game for 3 consecutive days. We're getting a little slappy in here.
It's zoomed by.
And we have Jason Oestreicher on the microphone.
Hey!
With Dan Reichert being out in Kansas.
Yay!
Walking around in swamps and doing stupid Dan Reichert stuff.
Nice.
Boom.
Oh, he's got a 5-year reunion or a 10-year reunion
10
or
year.
something. 10 year.
I learned that we are of the same class.
Oh, wow.
Kansas Swamp High?
Yeah.
You don't want to go around saying that you're the same class as Dan Reichert. You're above that.
I've sunk into his level.
No, we love Dan. Okay. I meant to go to Pennsylvania.
So if you guys could have any sword.
Yeah, we were talking. Greg noticed Jason's Sword of the Berserk. Is it Sword of the Berserk?
Yeah.
Yeah. Action figure dude. Guts is on the desk of our computer desk in here and pointed it out. And Jason would like to have that in real life.
Absolutely.
But Reiner, what would you like to have your favorite sword be?
My sword? Probably the Buster Sword.
Just keep it. There's one upstairs, dude.
Yeah.
That is a cool sword.
I'm talking about one I can carry around.
You just gotta lift some more weights.
Thing's gigantic. Impractical.
Oh, you want like a mini Buster Sword?
That'd be cute.
Little guy?
Like a chef knife?
Yeah.
What's the name of War's sword in Dark Souls?
Well, let's imagine...
Dreadmore? Something? I don't know.
Let us assume that you can wield said sword.
Right.
Probably Jon Snow's sword. I can't remember the name of it. That's from Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah.
Has the wolf head on the bottom of it.
Right.
Does a lightsaber count?
Nope. It's got to be like an actual metal sword.
I think it's valid. Lightsaber?
All right.
Well, then I'd take a lightsaber. I'd take Darth Maul's double-sided lightsaber. I'd twirled around.
Let's say it's a replica. It actually has to be replicable.
Well, I do have the replica of Jon Snow's sword.
Well, there you go. So
your dream has been fulfilled.
Yeah, I'm all set, guys. So there you go.
There's nowhere to go from here.
I would probably, if I had to go with an actual sword, I'd probably go with Frostmourne from Warcraft 3, Arthas, or the Lich King sword. The sword that turns Arthas into the Lich King, essentially. Like, gets him all possessed and good and possessed.
Actually, I had a sword in Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2 that when I'd run around with it, it would just be spitting out blood, but then when I'd attack enemies, it'd start people on fire.
That's amazing.
Wow,
that's probably the coolest sword ever made.
I have heard that's a great game.
Greg, your sword?
Well, I'm the one who asked the question. I can only think of ones that aren't really replicable. I was thinking the Alastor from Devil May Cry 1, but I would want the lightning on the sword.
Of course.
Yeah.
I guess you could hook up a taser, but it wouldn't look as cool. And then I was thinking the Soul Reaver, but only the spirit version that Raziel wielded.
Okay.
Which again you can't recreate because it's just a.
You could pretend you have it, just walk around
yeah, I have a Soul Reaver.
Letting everybody you pass know, hey, I got the Soul Reaver.
Yeah, and then I thought, well, what about the physical Soul Reaver that Cain wielded? But it's not really that cool looking.
Is that the one that's all bendy?
It's all curvy, yeah. It's great. Like in the original Blood Omen, when you attack things with it, they just explode into little chunks of death. But the sword itself is pretty nondescript, other than being curvy.
I'm going to speak for Dan. If Dan was here, he would ask for a giant purple personal massager from Saints Row 3.
Yeah.
That would be his sword of choice. Really?
I think he's kind of anticipating that, yeah.
Massager.
Oh, Dan. Even when you're not here, I'm shaking my head at you.
Yep.
What about the Yamato from Virgil from Devil May Cry 3?
Is it a Yamato? Is that named after the Capcom symbol that appears in all the games?
That's a Yashichi. No, Yamato is it's a Japanese word. It's the old name for the landmass that eventually became Japan.
Oh, interesting.
Or something to that effect.
You know what, Masamune means?
That is, isn't that the name of
That's
legendary
Sephiroth.
sword.
Yeah,
like-
it's
is it
Sephiroth.
Yeah, Sephiroth has it. I mean,
Yeah,
But
that's
there's
it's a
another-
legendary sword. Masamune the game, isn't that also about a sword?
there's Masami, and there's
Muramasa,
Muramasa.
wasn't
That's Muramasa.
Okay, is that-
They might both be sword names.
Interesting.
My sword lore is not great,
Get on that.
even though I asked this question to begin with.
But guys, if we ever make our own, we have to name them. Like that is the rule, right?
Like Sting and
Oh, yeah.
don't tell me the name of Gandalf's. It's it starts with a G for sure.
Gandalf.
Gandalf's sword. I think
names
this-
everything
Gandalf's
Gandalf.
sword.
It-
My horse Gandalf, my sword Gandalf.
Shadowfax is the name of the horse, and the sword is
Gregaman.
Gregaman.
Yeah.
You know what it is? Do you remember Gandalf's sword?
No.
Jason
I
Greg?
should know, but yeah,
No,
I
I
can't remember.
no.
Oh,
Galadriel was a name in there.
Yeah.
That's all I can think of right now.
Maybe. Darn it.
Tom.
Tom's
Gandalf's sword. Tom.
Yeah.
This is going to drive me nuts. I knew his sword's name. No, whatever.
What's
Actually-
driving me nuts is the anticipation of this
Oh.
boss fight.
there are a wealth of great Monster Hunter swords that I wouldn't mind having. But again, many of them involve like lightning and fire, and they wouldn't be nearly as cool without them.
Greg, we have the Buster sword upstairs.
Yeah, I
The
saw it. It
replica,
was-
like
it was
actual
amazing.
size.
Yeah,
You should try lifting it.
I will.
I thought Miller was going to cut off his feet.
Wow.
Like he got it up a good like 5 feet in the air, and then that was his. It looked like his wrists were about to explode. I thought it
Damn.
was going to fall on his feet.
Is it actually sharpened?
No, but at that weight,
Right.
I mean, it is a metal point. It is sharp as like a
Right,
giant
right.
thing of sheet metal or whatever.
My good buddy from high school, with whom I used to play Mega Man Legends, he got married and he gave each of his groomsmen a sword.
that's cool.
It was cool.
That is
it was
cool.
super cool. He presented it to us at the rehearsal dinner.
And then he led you into battle.
And yeah, it was like, defend my marriage at all costs. And it was actually sharpened. Man, I didn't even know that was illegal.
Katana or like a...
It was sort of like a katana inspired something else.
That's cool. I feel like I'd want a katana for sure.
Did you name it?
You know, I hadn't thought to name it. I should name it or see if he has names for each of them.
Maybe I'll take back Frostmourne just to say like a Hattori Hanzo, like to get like the best katana you could ever have. Like folded a million times. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Because the build up around that sword in Kill Bill 2 like was just so cool.
Yep. Is he ever going to finish that third movie, or did he?
Prequel, I think they were talking
Well,
about.
the rumor is, the scuttlebutt is that he recorded scenes for 3 with the daughter when she was young,
Oh.
and she's going to be like with Uma Thurman and all that stuff, and then he's going to record it like 15 years after that.
Wow.
That's some good foresight.
Yeah, that was the rumor.
I've always wanted to see a movie that did that. But I
I
don't
can
really
see
like
him
Kill
doing
Bill.
that too.
No, I swear to God, one of the Phantasms does something like that. There's like some really old footage that they use in one of the later Phantasms that plays with my mind. I need I need to go through all those again just to see what that was all about.
That's the horror movie with the steel ball.
Yep, with basically the cerebral bore from Turok Tour.
Wow.
Turok 2.
There was also rumors that they were going to incorporate deleted scenes from The Dark Knight with the Joker
Oh,
into
really?
Dark Knight Rises, but obviously that was just a rumor too.
Yeah.
So who knows if any of that's true? But it is cool that it's
Yeah,
a cool idea at least.
I would have appreciated that.
By the way,
But then sometimes it ends up like Han Solo talking to Jabba the Hutt.
Execution of
Yeah.
cargo
Yeah.
reinitialization program has been
one wants
paused.
that.
so
Awaiting
Turok
order to
2
continue from
in
under
Japan was
Execution
called
of cargo
Violence
reinitialization
Killer.
program has been paused.
Can you believe
Awaiting
that?
order to continue-
Can.
The game was super violent.
So how do you kill
what-
violence
yeah,
without
like what?
violence?
Here we go.
Should have been like Violent Killer, right?
Yeah, it was Violence Killer.
Off to a good start.
Well, there's a game up in our vault called Corpse Killer.
Oh, yeah, that's classic. I'd like to see a crossover.
Between Violence Killer and Corpse Killer.
Yeah.
And they have an opening scroll of like the story, and it's just question marks.
Yeah.
Ready? No.
They both sound like Image Comics.
Image comic. I always take a chance on them every once in a while. I'll buy a couple issues here and there.
Yeah.
So disappointed most of the time.
Is that Bicep Cutter that we decided would have been in Image Comics?
Chew. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Chew is supposed to be good. The guy, I don't really know much about it. The guy like eats stuff to get psychic visions.
Chew?
Yeah, like CHEW.
Greg, you read comics?
A little bit. I used to, well, in the 90s I was into a lot, but I'm getting back into it, you know? With the advent of iPad comics and like working at a really geeky job where it comes up a lot.
Yeah.
I've been reading what is it called? Gotham Central, which is a very human take on Batman.
Yeah, I love that series.
It's great.
That was good. I'm reading, I'm a DC guy, so right now I'm reading, I'm still reading every month, like 25 of the new 52 books. Mm-hmm. Fantastic stuff. And then I read all the big Marvel events and Avengers and stuff like that.
Nice.
How's Animal Man going? Still strong?
It's still the same story, still amazing. They haven't finished an arc yet.
Okay.
Got
And
this.
they're just getting to their big event.
Whoa. Breaking the game here.
I think I might figure out that yellow one.
Yeah, you got that.
Less.
And here it is again.
Oh, no, never mind. Really testing
Work
what
in progress.
what I just said, yeah.
I was also checking out. So when I was a kid, I loved the '90s Ghost Rider when it was Dan Ketch,
Yeah.
and that was my very
Spirits of
favorite.
Vengeance, all that
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah, that was my very favorite. And then they switched artists around the late '90s, and I kind of got out of it. But Brett recommended to me there's a arc. I guess it's like the sixth. What do you call it? The sixth edition or whatever. And it's really cool. They got a great. Actually, I think Tex is back. He was the '90s artist. And
For
everything-
Ghost Rider, you read?
Yeah.
Is it Garth Ennis?
Blah blah blah. I
The
forget.
writer?
Possibly. It's the one where he has to hunt down like the 666 devils or demons.
It sounds amazing.
It's really cool. It's a really compelling premise, and the art is really nice. It's all, colored digitally, but not in a tacky way.
I like that dodge.
Thanks.
Well done, yeah.
Oh, man, I'm getting really annoyed with her. Wait, oh, man, I thought that was...
I was going to say, that's really working out. Not so much.
I'm just kind of experimenting now since this is
Yeah.
it.
Whoa.
The dodge works sometimes.
It's those invincibility frames. Straight up lost.
yeah!
Oh,
Eat it, lady.
Take
turn
it to the
invincible.
house. How's your canteen?
It's got one left.
Blah.
Oh, crap. Oh, these things slow you down. It's the worst.
Yeah, you just gotta take them out immediately with the laser.
There you go.
Whatever. It sucks because I got one more thing. I learned some things that time, though, so we'll see.
That's what it's all about.
Get your canteen.
Yeah.
I got one.
Oh, this is it.
Learning counts as prog. Man, look at that damage.
Bloop.
I wish the junk store sold like chicken. It's like we found this
Would you
chicken.
buy chicken from a junk store?
I would. I suppose not.
Oh, that was a good run.
It's a good run.
All right.
As long as you learn something.
Execution of carbon reinitialization program has been paused.
You think you could do this, Tim?
Continue from other
Yeah, let's give it another shot. I'm gonna skip all this crap. Okay, do your worst.
Good start.
Okay, I dodged the first attack.
Nice jump.
Thank
I
you.
twitch whenever you do that, by the way.
Good hits in there. Okay. Full shining laser if I ever get the opportunity. I have a new idea.
What's that?
I can't share it yet, otherwise I'll
If it works, then it's
I'm very
your brilliant
voodoo.
idea.
Very voodoo.
That's a good idea.
I like that. I like that attack a lot.
Man, I don't want to say anything. You're in the zone. It's like
You just said it though.
It's like the baseball pitcher that's thrown the no-hitter. Like teammates don't want to talk to him.
Yeah.
Oh, come on! I don't understand that at all.
Yeah, I thought I did, but now I don't. I thought it was just a distance thing.
But it's frustrating because she appears all over the place,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, it also seems like you're pretty far.
And she's also twice the size she was before.
Rats. It's falling apart, guys.
No.
Nope. You're just psyching her out, thinking she has the upper hand, but she doesn't.
Oh, I like that. What, behind me, really? With those ones?
That's a wall.
Oh, no. It doesn't matter. It makes no difference.
I feel like if you immediately just hold lock on and go for the laser, you'll either kill all those things right away or kill her and then be worth it.
Huh. Does that do any damage to her?
A little.
Oh, get out of town. I can't even see what's going on.
Nice. Still, that didn't do much damage.
So are the best bosses in video games the ones that give you the best challenge? Or the greatest
generally-
challenge?
Define challenge, though. That's the thing.
Well,
Yeah,
I
not
don't
being
know.
cheap. You know, this I wouldn't say this is cheap at all. This is just
I don't
nice
think-
and tough, right?
Yeah. Not necessarily. I think it has more to do with just design. If you look at like Psycho Mantis, you know, he's not the hardest boss in Metal Gear. Clearly one of the most memorable.
You know, Final Fantasy I think's done a good job with their last bosses. You know, having the 3 forms.
Nice. Yeah. What
And
about
those are nice and challenging too,
Yeah.
unless you're really like grinding out experience and levels.
if you look at Shadow of the Colossus? I don't know. What do you guys think are the best Colossi? Do you have opinions on that game?
That's one of the best games ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
They're all, man, every one of those I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
I really like the probably the minority here, but that giant worm. I want to say it's maybe number 3 or 4.
Is it the one, the Tremors one, or the one where you?
Yeah, the Tremors one.
Yeah, I loved that. See, for me, that was the most rewarding point in the game because I actually applied my knowledge of the movie Tremors and was like, oh, maybe just make it run into the wall because it has bad vision.
You send Kevin Bacon a thank you note.
I did. That's my 6 degrees of separation.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh, she's not even.
Wow. All right.
Clearly, you have the better shining laser.
What?
Yep.
Singularity?
Is that it?
Yep. Mazel tov.
Tim Turi. Okay. Sweet.
We did just stand lower and just laser her
Yo, I
butt.
was just able to just cheese the hell out of her with a shining laser.
Mm-hmm.
Good night. I liked how it was just like a perfect. That last pass she made over me, like almost she just perfectly avoided me.
Yeah.
I think you're doing her a favor
she
here.
Wants to, yeah.
Look at her evolution. Look at the hands. She can't do anything
you
with
can't
those.
live like
I
that.
detected a sadness in his eyes.
Oh, I thought that was her hair.
more
I thought those were her
elevated
hair
system.
strands, those giant things.
And tried to serve the master the sadder he seemed. Now, Trigger, thanks to you. Perhaps the master will also smile at me
Nope.
as he did at you.
No one's smiling.
He's laughing at your hands.
You're dying.
At last, I understand. Thank you, Trigger. Thank you.
It's Mega Man. You can call me Mega Man. Don't act
Don't
all
think you're going to
hurt.
get off that easily, Sarah. You were always too stubborn for your own good. If we have a shell, we can transfer your primary programs over, right? Gats is dead. He died because of your gamble. If you die as well, who will be left to keep me company?
Does anyone know what's going on?
You can't
Someone
fool
died.
me. I know you can hear me.
You beat the game, yeah.
Okay.
Still
Greg,
going to
any
ignore me?
ideas?
Then let
The
me tell you
master's still
something.
alive?
I know you don't play for story,
Now
but
that
I
Elysium
mean,
is no longer functioning, the old
I have
system the master's
only the
people shut
vaguest
down has
idea.
started to
Okay.
reactivate. It was your responsibility to monitor it. If you die and it takes over, the master's work was for nothing. Do you want
I feel
that?
bad because I know there's a lot of people watching that are really probably invested in this game's story, and we're looking
you
forward
mean
to
to say
Legends
that?
3, not just for gameplay, but for story continuation.
The Elder System is
I just don't.
becoming
I wish
active again?
someone could explain it to me. I'll read some comments. I'll get it there.
Let's just blame
Well,
Dan.
There are
for
remnants
talking
of
over
that
the first
system buried
cutscene.
all
We
over
were trying to
Terra
pay
and what the
attention.
Carbons call
Yeah,
ruins.
and feel free to.
Just went downhill from there.
There's
Yeah,
so
for
many,
sure.
even I don't know how many there are.
I would guess
doubt they'll
that
be fully active soon,
Mega
but
Man
eventually they
just
will.
saved mankind.
If we don't do anything, just
Mega
imagine
Mankind.
what will
But
happen
is
to Terra and its
mankind
people.
actually mankind, or
If
are
the
they all
elders and the
carbons?
machines
They're
activate,
carbons, but
what will your
that's what
sacrifice
mankind
here
is.
for?
Cylons then, right? It's like Battlestar Galactica.
we're all
Are you up
carbons.
for living with the people the master left behind? Could be a little wild but interesting.
I'd be really curious to know. So
Perhaps
sound
it
off in the
might be
comments,
worthwhile.
and we'll try to read and look at those. But I
can't
want to be.
remember
You can also
the last time I saw a
message me
smile,
at
Sarah.
on Twitter at Tim
I'll
Turi
think about
because
it.
I want to know this.
Once we figure out a
I want to
way.
know this game's
Yeah, I do too.
Return
lore.
to
It's
Terra.
the one that has the most profound story. But I feel like even if I
That's a
shut up and
very
listen
good
here, I'm not
point,
even really going to
Sarah.
gather anything.
So, what are we going to do, Mega Man? If we can't get back to Terra, then I can't give Roll her mother back.
Is that the only thing you're worried about?
Don't worry, Yuna.
Why?
I know Ro. She'll come looking for us, no matter what happens.
50 years later. Roll's just
Yeah,
eating Cheetos
it's pretty
somewhere.
sad. Do they have the song in the American version?
Oh wow, that was a cliffhanger.
Yep.
Are we going to petition this?
I get it.
We have that right now, right? After Mass Effect?
People complained about Mass. I was gonna say people complain. They call him Rock.
Susan Roman, also Sailor Jupiter.
Oh really?
She was a couple Care Bears as well.
Did you recognize
is
that
it-
before you saw her name?
No, yeah, I looked that up earlier.
So it's an instrumental in the American version.
Oh, really?
This is there's a very touching song about it being okay to cry in
About the ending.
the Japanese one.
Aw.
Ooh, he saved the world.
Save the world. You beat that girl with the weird hair. Now you're stuck on the moon. Just waiting for Roll to
She'll
come with data now. She's gonna fly the flutter in space to the f***ing moon. Gonna fly a ship that looks like a bird to the moon.
Looks like
To
a
the
fish, Tim.
moon. Mega Man.
Man.
Mega Man.
Mega Man.
On the moon. Mega Man.
I'm waiting for Mega Man to bust out in song. He's our singer-songwriter.
Yeah. Just go straight into the Ugly Kid Joe. I
Dude, you
can't.
killed it.
Something
It's so
about
good.
shining laser.
I'm wondering
all
what kind of
those
shout out they're gonna
satellites.
give to Capcom USA back then.
And to you, the player.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
And you as Mega Man.
And
Trigger.
you, Greg. And you, Jason.
Oh, thank you, Reiner.
And you, Tim.
Thanks. And you, Reiner.
Thanks.
And
So
us.
so I think that gives a little more insight into the frustration of people who are waiting for the sequel,
Oh, definitely.
and it does suck. It really does.
Yeah, I definitely would be curious to see what happens after that. You know what I mean? Like, does the series go into space? You know, are they gonna hang out?
Yeah.
But now we know. Does Roll ever come? It's like the ending of Twin Peaks.
She was working on it. Hey, I worked with that guy. Man, he's been around a while.
Which one? In all of them?
Shin Kurosawa.
Little dance party in the replay room?
Grinded
Catchy
Jenny.
beat.
And got a shining laser that we use.
It's cool to see that some of these people are still around, though.
Did you see those chicks? Weird hands.
And then the ducks and what they
There it
did.
is. That's the.
Yep. Don't forget about that foul play.
On that ship
They're not going to thank me, are they?
with that guy. Way to go, Capcom.
This
Thank
is
you,
actually
Capcom.
a pretty solid song.
Yep. Triumphant.
It's probably a karaoke. It's probably the same place that had Ugly Kid Joe will probably have
Yeah, I think so.
this.
But wait, there's more.
10 seconds to ignition. Is everything ready? Southwestern wind, speed 1 knot. Should be little to no interference.
She's going to get him.
Fuel pressure stable. All
Tron.
workers to the shelter.
The Servbots are doing this.
Oh, nice
3,
twist.
2, 1. Blast off!
They have the technology.
We can do it.
So
Maybe
they do use
they're not so
rockets.
bad after all.
No.
And it makes you reflect on the moments you had with them earlier.
That's Teasel. Oh, no. It's like Challenger. Jesus. The Servbots just died. So many.
Maybe we should just give up. I got all excited when I heard that what's-his-name, the monkey, came back from outer space and was going to give us ancient technology.
You're just drinking coffee after all those people died? All those Servbots?
Robo Coffee.
Going to the stars, a task not easily undertaken. There's
Green
bound to be
tea.
difficulties.
Yes, but it looks like they're on the right track to me.
Oh, keep trying.
I think this system was too complex.
Yeah.
We need to keep things
Aw.
simpler. That way, less things can go wrong.
Pay attention
But if
to
we
me.
build it this way,
down
it
here.
will cost too much.
Look at
If we
get me in
take
frame.
existing parts and put them together this way,
How did he get back?
see? Just look at how
I
much
don't know.
money we can save.
He is the dungeon master.
I
He is.
think if
He
we
is the-
modify the
he is
fuel
the
injectors
Deus
like this,
Machina.
it just might solve the problem. It's really simple, really simple. If you would just listen to me, I could show you. See, look here.
I liked it better when he
You
didn't
stay on
talk.
this data.
Mm-hmm.
We need
What?
to make the cargo
Whoa,
hold
they hate
smaller.
him.
We can save space and make it lighter that
Wow,
way.
that was really catty of Roll.
Doesn't
Jeez.
matter. With
And
this
true.
Oh, that's the most adorable thing I've ever seen.
Enough power. Your
His hands don't
engine,
look like hands
I'd believe
anymore.
you if your engines weren't made from spare parts and needed to be adjusted every 5 minutes. Not
They look like
everybody
marshmallows.
has tons of money to build your kind of engine.
That music, the
You don't
oh well
have
music.
to make a map, but it looks like you might be stuck up there for a little while more. Looks like we both got a work.
Say that again.
Oh, yeah, that's
So it looks like Data was all on board for Mega Man Legends 3.
Yeah.
Mega Man's doing.
Huh. You guys should listen to
Get
him.
this thing working so we can go get him.
That's my last one. That's my last one.
The end.
Let's just pretend the moon exploded.
And we'll see. Nice playtime.
Thanks.
We'll see if it ever continues. You never know what the future holds, right? Obviously, the project
Well-
Mega Man Legends 3 was canceled, but that doesn't necessarily mean the series will be gone forever.
Still hope for the future.
Just go back and play Mega Man Legends 2. It's awesome.
It lives on in fan
Certainly
fan
worth
fiction.
a playthrough if you never did play Legends 1 and 2.
Yeah.
They are great games.
Definitely. Any parting words on anyone's part? I mean, thanks everyone for watching
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the Game Informer and Capcom Unity side. This is great. I hope we can do more stuff like this
I
in
would
the future.
just wholeheartedly put in my vote for an eventual super replay of Tronbon.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
Great
Well,
game.
What time's your flight?
We spaced this one out a year, almost exactly a year from the first one we did, and we'll probably do something like that again if we do that. Wink, wink.
It'd be fun.
You're pregnant now, Tim.
Oh God.
What?
I don't know what you just are. What? I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
Oh, because you winked at me.
yeah.
Oh, we decided
Remember
that was a
that,
thing.
Oh, yeah.
fiction we created? Yeah.
Inside.
But why
It
did
hurts. It's gonna be like that scene from Prometheus. Anyway,
But Greg, we'll definitely be on the phone if we if we end
Yeah.
up doing that. So, thank you so much for coming out.
It's been
and
a
doing
pleasure.
This.
Thanks for having me.
yeah, it was fun. I'm happy we were able to finish it up. We were kind of worried that you wouldn't be able to be here for the entire ride, but we did
We
it.
made it.
Yeah.
Good piloting.
Hey, thanks. Good navigating.
So much better than the first game. That's what a sequel should be.
Yeah, hands down. And Dan says thanks too.
Yep. Of course.
Yes.
Obviously, if Dan was here, we'd be bleeping the whole thing.
Right.
Mhm.
But yeah, he's in Kansas, and I'm sure he's going to be watching this with you as soon as it posts.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to our viewers. Don't forget about the T-shirt contest that's still going. It'll probably
Yeah.
run for a couple weeks after this episode airs. Get your submissions in to Reiner at GameInformer.com, and stay tuned for our next Super Replay.